Oh shit. Salem, Oregon ranks as one of America's most depressed cities. I think this is why I have so many Salem, Oregon fans.
All right, so apparently, where is it? I live in the eighth most depressing city. Yeah, in the United States. I'm not sure about this. Like, I've lived in quite a few places, and this is not the most depressing place I've lived. I mean, no, but not by a long shot. Um, Definitely, I would say parts of Los Angeles are much more depressing, much more hopeless, much more like crime ridden and stuff like that. And what this could probably be the weather, and the loneliness. I could understand that. There's probably a lot of dudes working there. Like, I don't know what they do in Billings, but I don't know what the problem is here. But as for here, I would say the biggest criticisms is we have a lot of drug problems. We have a lot of drug use. They've basically legalized all drugs, which I agree with, but I don't want to be the only place in the country that's done it. If you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be the drug magnet. I just want everybody to be left alone. Um, let's see. Have I been to any of these other places so I can compare? Yes, I've been here. Yes, I've been here. I would like to visit here, but I haven't been there. Which is interesting because they're next. I know somebody from here and she fucking hated it. I have been here and considering moving there once. It's an interesting town, but they call it Spokompton for a reason. It has terrible, terrible potholes. I mean, it's just the worst place I've ever seen for potholes. It's just, they don't fix shit. And what I did was at one point, I took a map or something like that. Maybe I wrote down names of towns, and I did a pendulum thing where I dowsed what city I should live in, and I always ended up down in like Oregon, not necessarily Salem, but yeah, this was a good one. This was a positive. Amongst everything in Oregon was just positive. So I'm like, okay, this is where I belong. Like, my subconscious knows this is where I need to be. I mean, at the time, I still believe that. But actually, the more I like, this town's slightly underrated, to be honest. It has a downtown, which a lot of places don't, particularly in California. They're just bedroom communities. They just have like freaking Walmart and fucking, whatever, and that's it. And then you just go to your freaking apartment or whatever. And Salem is different. We have old neighborhoods. I mean, I'm still trying to find this house. I was shown the freakiest old house that had like this weird dungeon torture basement thing. It was weird. It was the same price as this house too, but I can smell money pits, so I'm like, no, not this one. It was one of those like, oh, let's see if this couple will buy this house. They probably want to restore it. And I'm like, no. So anyway, yeah, I don't know about West Virginia, Kentucky. I don't know about that one. But yeah, I mean, like, Salem's not that bad. Like, I can think of a half dozen places in California that are worse. I mean, like, I lived in California, Oregon, Colorado, and then Oregon. In that order. California, Oregon, Colorado, Oregon. Yeah. And so, no, I don't think it's the worst. Not even close. It's like, it's actually kind of a better place. Like, I'm so glad I'm here. Like, I'm so in the post 2020 world, like with this lockdown bullshit. I am so happy I moved here. Like, compared to Portland. Like, okay, I had two choices. It was get us a shitty condo in Portland, or get us a house somewhere else. I'm so glad I chose the latter, because like, I cannot imagine being in like Beaverton or Portland during 2020 and 2021. Like, I cannot imagine what it was like, because most of those people I can't even talk to. It's sad. They're nice people, but what are you gonna do? No, Salem's not that bad. Maybe I should do some videos just going around downtown, because we have a cute downtown. In fact, like, just thinking, like, if I'm not gonna move out of this area, maybe I should just like get a house closer to downtown or something. It'd be kind of cool, because then you can just like, I don't know. They don't have a lot of grocery stores and stuff though. I'm here for convenience. I'm a convenience kind of guy. So like, it's boring. It's boring. It's a little white trashy or whatever. It's half Mexican or whatever. I had this friend in Portland who's like, these woke people or whatever. And I moved to Salem. I'm like, yeah, I bought a house in Salem. And he's like, why did you move to the barrio? I'm like, oh, that's pretty fucking racist. I'm not afraid of Mexicans. Hell, my woman's half Mexican, so I'm not afraid of fucking. I mean, I like Mexicans. Like I don't know. I go to the Mexican grocery store. I tried it. It's not a big deal. I like it. So yeah, I don't mind that one bit. But it's just the only thing is like we got the tweakers. We have a lot of property crime, some violent crime, but mostly property crime. Oregon's kind of Oregon's kind of different when it comes to the certain things. Let's put it that way. Um, it has a unique thing about it in that in the state constitution of the state of Oregon, they have designated that like a certain percentage of the prisons have to be in Salem. So we have like two or three prisons here, and we have some mental institutions. So the joke is a guy gets out of prison and a girl gets out of a mental institution, and then they marry, and then that's Salem. It's a joke. But what they did do was they at some point decided to stop releasing people into Salem. Like if people that got released from prison, they got let out in their home county, which makes that's better for everybody, right? Like they want to go home. We don't want them here. I mean, everybody's happy. So there's that. Let's see what else about Salem. It does have some gang activity, some crime activity. I wouldn't say it's definitely not worse than Portland. No way. I mean, it's definitely. I don't particularly like walking at night late at certain areas. There have been shootings. About as far as depressing, the only thing depressing about this area is like it's a little bit far removed from like certain things I like to do. Like we have a river, but it's like you can't really fish in it. I guess Portland Andy was telling me some fishing spots. He's like, "What's your problem, bro? Like, go here." So I'm gonna check out what he says. Yeah, because I mean, I've lived here for a while, and I don't know the fishing spots because I don't really check. But um, yeah, we're kind of removed from the cool outdoorsy stuff. Like we have it, but it's like you got to drive an hour or two to get to the good stuff. We do have some outdoorsy, but I like outdoorsy. That's kind of what I'm here about. I like trails, mountains, hikes, lakes, things, animals, whatever. Um, what was I going to say about that? There's another. Oh, it's the weather. I mean, it's not the worst weather. Certainly in the Northwest, it's actually pretty good. But it doesn't get too hot. It doesn't get too cold. It snows a little bit. I mean, like you get like a foot of snow every other year or something. It's not that much. Uh, but what it does do, like right now, it's been sunny as a motherfucker and it's hot and like it's like I'm sitting outside. I'm like sweating. It's like 95, and so um, I mean, I'm kind of can't wait for that cool rainy shit to come back, which is fine until it's been like until you're getting to like April and May. It's still doing it. Sometimes we luck out, and weather's a big thing when it comes to depression. I think. I mean, weather can really make you depressed if it. I mean, look at a lot of these towns. Definitely this one. That's the weather. Definitely this one. They have some absolutely miserable weather where it just snows a little bit every day for like, 2 months or 3 months. It doesn't. I'm exaggerating, but no, I've been there in February. I know. It's not. Yeah, it's just, I can't do north of like. I don't even want to go north of here. Like this is 45 is my like line in the sand. I don't want to go north of 45 parallel. So anyway, let's see. Yeah, the weather is like it just rains a lot, and then like you get to like when you get sick of it, it's like April and May. It's like okay, it's been fucking winter. Oh, it's gonna keep doing this. Like I took all these photos or images of like hail and like early May, late May. It's like get over it already. Let's have some freaking sunny weather. At that point, that's what you're saying. But right now, I'm feeling like I haven't felt this way since California. Where it's just like make it fucking rain, please. Like let's get back to I just want to see it cloudy and cool and rainy. It'll be there soon enough, so I'm not really worried about it. I mean, we'll bitch about something else, but after that. But yeah, let's see what else. I mean, there's not a lot to do here. One thing it lacks is live music venues. There aren't really that many dedicated live music venues. There's only really one, well, two. I don't know. But I've not seen a lot of cool concerts here. Like you got to go to Portland. Like, and that's one thing about this town that's pretty cool is like music comes through. Like Iron Maiden's gonna play there. And they're not playing here. They're playing there. So still, the weather there is so bad. It's just like gloom and snow and cold and just nope. You know, weather does make a difference. Like I like to be in areas that are pretty nice, if I can afford to. I mean, whatever, right? I mean, whatever. You gotta live where you gotta live. But I don't know about Madison, Wisconsin. I've always been intrigued by Wisconsin. I'm intrigued by the Midwest because everybody talks about the West Coast, East Coast, but nobody really talks about the Midwest. But yeah, here's where I'm at. Eighth most depressing city. I don't feel depressed. I sort of feel like life is what you make of it. To a large extent. Obviously, there are things that are you can't control, but you work on what you can. But no, it's a little bit boring here, which I guess could lead to depression. But I have to go out and make things more interesting. Like that's up to me. Like it's my fault it's boring. So anyway, all right, let's